The air cleaner that you put on your Silverado. She'll ride. Sick succulation noises. You know what I'm saying? Brand new air filter, and it's a Fram, y'all. Oh goodness. Spectre Performance. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna do Laurel, Indiana stuff to this 2009 Scion XD. I'm gonna make a list soon, but the first thing that we are going to do is we're gonna make a hillbilly cold air intake. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. So we got this air box. I'm gonna disconnect the mass airflow sensor. I need to get some tools to remove all of this gobbledygook. So let's get some tools first. I need tools. I basically didn't grab any tools, so let me actually get some tools. We're going minimal toolkit today. 11, is it a 10 millimeter? Of course it is. And then I might need to go get another piece. I don't know yet. I don't know what I need yet. We'll figure it out as we go. Okay, now I gotta loosen the hose off. Air filter. It's like a brand new air filter, and it's a Fram, y'all. Looks like I can remove the whole air box. Oh, and there's like another air box, air filter thing stuffed up in here. Okay. Let me grab my Advanced Auto Parts Special here. Spectre Performance. Spectre like a ghost. Like a ghost. Alright, this is gonna be too big. Maybe not. I didn't think this through. Can I remove pieces of this? I can. Okay. Oh yeah. Now the problem is that does not fit. Can I just give her hell? I don't think I can just give her hell, because this is starting to wad up. Can I just, well, I don't want to do that necessarily. This looks really stupid though, and I love that. So this fits. I'm happy about the way that fits. It's just that the fact that this doesn't fit in here. I mean, that ain't gonna work. I only need a little bit of room. Let's try to get this air box out, and maybe she'll fit down here more. Maybe. I might also, this might have been a mistake. We'll figure it out, or we won't. So here's the bottom of the air box. I'm thinking it might end up being able to tuck up in here if I can get this whole air box up out of the way. So I'm kind of half tempted to cut this back to about here. You know what I'm saying? And then that, I think, will give us everything that we need. And then we still should be able to retain using this. But I also don't want to, you know, destroy anything completely. Come on. And then I zip tied this thing, whatever it is. I need to cut that zip tie. TRD radiator cap. Come on. I would also like to plug this with something. Alright, let's get this thing up out of here. Definitely gonna need 2 hands for that. Oh, okay. I need something to cut this wiring with. Not cut the wiring, but cut the factory zip tie that's holding the wiring in place. Okay, goodbye airbox. All right, and then I'll zip tie this wiring up out of the way. I think we got enough room over here now. Can a guy get... I mean, it's shoved up in here, but it's pretty stable, and it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. So I don't really see any reason. I'll fiddle with it maybe. I mean, nothing feels like this isn't tight, so that's great. It's kind of close to this radiator hose, but let me fiddle with it a little bit and see where we can get this thing. I don't love that it's pushing on these wiring harnesses. Well, I mean, I guess it's not. I'm gonna lace this thing up and make sure this thing still works. Got the hoop on. That ain't going anywhere. And then I do need to tighten these back up because they are loose. Well, let's get all these nuts and bolts and tools and pieces and mabobs off of here and see what happens when we try to start it. See if it sounds cool. It looks really stupid too. This is like the air cleaner that you'd put on your Silverado. All right, let's see if, make sure this thing still starts. Still starts. My check engine light's on because I'm pretty sure that cylinder 4, ooh, I heard a suck noise. So it keeps dying at idle still because I'm pretty sure cylinder 4 is about to die. Let me set up the camera, see if we can get any sick succulation noises. Here it goes, it's gonna die. Hell yeah. All right, so step number 2 involves the fact that my entire exhaust is hanging by a thread. I would also like to not delete the catalytic converter, but I would like to cut out its catalytic converteringness. How does that sound to y'all? Sounds pretty good to me. I need to pull it into the garage so I can jack it up. We'll look at the exhaust, and also probably make it so that it's not about to fall off the car. I think I'm gonna just jack up the front end of this first, just because I've never looked at it. Just kind of take a gander at, I wish I could pull this thing in. I could get it in a little bit more. My garage is not big enough for such things. Where is a good lift point for this thing? I got kind of just sidetracked and I wanted to check these front wheel bearings. They feel fine. The brakes are sticking a little bit, which I think I kind of thought that they were. So we might have to, calipers might be sticky. Toyotas love doing that. I just need to get up. I'm just gonna stick the jack in the back and jack up the rear end. What are the chances of this actually coming off? Oh goodness. All right, got 14 millimeter. Hello again. All right, I'm getting this one off. It's working. So that's cool. I'm probably gonna regret doing all of this and it's gonna snowball really bad and I'm gonna be sad about it, but that's what we're doing. All right, let's try to use the ratchet now. Oh, this is so exhausting. Yay, and I didn't even break the bolt. Just gotta get the other one now. What I'm thinking, if nothing else, is we could cut it here and then cut it here, and then I could go buy a adapter. I got about 3 hours, so I think that's what we're gonna do, is go ahead and cut this with an angle grinder, and then I'll mount this piece back up and kind of check the fitment and everything, and then I will cut this wherever I need to cut it. It doesn't have to come out exactly where it's coming out now, because we got this tip and everything. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, she'll ride. Something like that. Heck yeah. All right. Probably measure the inner and outer diameter of this. I'm back with 1 5/8 inner diameter, 1 3/4 outer diameter. I gotta clean up these burrs on the edge of these pieces here, and then I'll mock this piece up, make sure everything fits as well as it should, and then we'll weld it up here in the gravel. Let me check this again, just to be safe before I weld it. It needs to come here. How about, I'm gonna tack it up under the truck. Why don't I do that? Let's get the welder plugged up. Get one of these kind of half-assed in here. Okay, yep, she'll ride. I'm gonna tack this. I have no ground. All right. I should have a good ground now. Go, tack, go. Yeah. She'll ride. Can you see me? Yep. All right, here we go.
One minute, 37 seconds later.
I will show you what I'm doing here. This hanger right here now, this one over here rusted out. I can fix this better later. I just need something to hold this in place. Just so it's not rattling around. I honestly think that this zip tie would probably be okay forever. And obviously you want it to be able to wiggle a little bit, but oh, and then I had to self-tapper this exhaust shield up in here. This little tab was busted. All right, cool. Let's clean up my mess and pull this car out and listen to how nasty it sounds. I'm gonna clean my hands with some degreaser here. Can't be getting my steering wheel all dirty. Let's listen to our custom exhaust. I'm kind of scared, to be honest. But it's not like I can't slap a muffler on it. Get this back on here. Why am I using this little tiny wrench? I don't know. I'm gonna set you all up right here. Not that loud. I'm not mad at that. Sweet. Well, great success then. All right, well, the last thing that I would like to try to do today is this. This video is not going to be over, but I would like to try to get this Harbor Freight 150-pound capacity roof-mounted cargo carrier onto this stupid little car. I'm gonna go ahead and spray these stickers with some Goo Gone because I do not want these stickers on here. All right. Where's all of our actual hardware? I can't completely remember how this goes together. I just want to get these screws in on the sides. gonna try to get this thing on here. What, baby? Oh, I got it at the old Harbor Freight. Me and my wife went on a little walk. I gotta pull this Yakima cowl thing off because it looks silly. Guys, I feel pretty good about today. Got custom exhaust, cold air intake, and a roof rack. I'm ordering some parts, and I'm getting some tires to put on these Steelies. So we'll be back on it in a couple days. See you in the future. Hey everybody. All right, well, we're in the future. I had mentioned this in the previous video, but I posted this Scion a couple days after I bought it on the old Instagram, and a guy that I tattoo was like, "Hey man, that used to be my car." So he owned it for a long time. He also was he's very particular about, you know, keeping maintenance records, making spreadsheets. He's a car guy, car enthusiast. So I don't know details. I'm not going to be super hyper specific, but I have he sent me some messages about the car. He had at some point put a new a Toyota dealership put a new OEM, you know, I don't know if it was rebuilt, new, whatever. That's not the point. He put a new transmission in it like 30,000 miles ago or some 30,000 miles ago. It had a broken valve spring, and he fixed that. And then basically was like, "Oh, I'm putting a lot of money into this car. I need something a little bit more reliable." I guess he drives back and forth to work like, you know, 20, 30 miles or whatever. So he sold it to this mechanic that I bought it from. Then that mechanic put 10, 12,000 miles on it, according to titles and his records and everything. So I never got to do a compression test on cylinder 4. But it definitely, cylinder 4 was failing. And that was also where that valve spring was broken. Basically, that thing needs either a new motor or it needs to be completely stripped apart and rebuilt. Well, guy who used to own it, he had all the receipts of all of that maintenance work. So he actually sent me all of that stuff. Hold on, I'm losing my voice. Let me drink a cup of coffee here. He sent me all the maintenance records for the Scion. So I'm not going to put a new engine in a $900 Scion XD. I just don't. I don't really even have like the space for that right now. I could do it, but it would take me a long time. I also don't think it would make very good content. Also, it's just not worth it to me. That car's super fun. But for the price of a new engine and what I had into the car, I could just go buy some kind car. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I ended up getting all these receipts and everything, and I was like, man, I'm just going to sell this thing because I think somebody's going to buy it just because it has this new transmission in it. I mean, it's a cool little car. So I ended up posting it on Marketplace. I got what I was asking for. I didn't really make money, but, you know, because I did all the goofy crap to it and everything, but I basically just broke even. So if somebody's getting a really good transmission and a really good shell, if they want to put a motor in it, I mean, somebody might use that thing for like a derby car or something. I don't know what the guy's going to do with it. He was just like, I'm buying this for this transmission, essentially. So I don't know if he's doing a swap. I don't know. Whatever. I sold it. The reason I'm just doing this kind of follow-up thing is I drove that thing around for a while, and I could just tell that it was kind of on its last leg. You could scoot around town pretty consistently. Basically, once you got up to about 45 miles an hour, it would start knocking. And, I mean, you might be able to drive that thing and just not go fast for, like, multiple years, you know? Anyway, I sold it, and I found, well, honestly, like my dream daily driver truck. I bought a 1988 Toyota Land Cruiser FJ60. Here are photos of it. It's going to be on the coming up videos. And then we're going to do a little bit more work to the Datsun. And then next year, I've got big goals for the channel. I'm just going to try to do kind of one-off, will it run type videos. So that's where I have the most fun. That's what gets you guys get the most engagement from those. You know, I get the most views, the most likes. It also, yeah, I've got I've got strategery, all right? So looking forward to seeing you guys next week on this Land Cruiser. I drive it home 4 hours from Fort Wayne, Indiana. The video is going to be a lot of fun. So we'll see you next week, guys.